Hello, I'm Sjouke de Vries from the Vries Premium Wines.
Hi guys, so in this little contest, I'm the home cook.
I am the pro chef in the cooking competition for the perfect steak.
So at home, this is how I love to make a ribeye steak. I quite like it simple.
I'm gonna make a steak with stroganoff sauce. So for the steak we have a ribeye, a very good quality ribeye. For the sauce we have some mushrooms, we have some very good beef broth, some onion, some capsicum, pepper, salt, the whole thing, a bit of tomato paste, some garlic and tomato ketchup. And of course you cannot make a stroganoff sauce without a good vodka. We have Kettle One, which should do the job very well. To let the steak still shine, we only do a small simple salad with it. So that's a bit of rocket with a vinaigrette with some basic ingredients in here. And all of that together should make quite a tasty meal.
I think the meat should be really enjoyed as it is, but I'm going to make my ribeye today. I'm just going to fry it on a pan the way that I know best, to medium rare, which should be about 66 to 70 degrees centigrade. So we'll use this handy tool for that. And then I love it just with a really zingy, fresh salsa verde, which I'm going to serve with the ribeye and some potato wedges. Let's give it a go.
I'm going to make a very simple, tasty salad with simple dressing. The dressing I'm going to make now are vinaigrette, basically. So a vinaigrette is always 3 parts of oil. So let's do 3 tablespoons. 1 part of vinegar, and in this case I use the red wine vinegar. We're going to season it a bit. In this case I do a bit of salt, more or less 1/4 tablespoon. A bit of black pepper, always sufficient black pepper. Then 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, dried oregano, and 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. And last but not least, I'm gonna put a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. And then mix it a bit. And this we're gonna use for seasoning the salad.
So we're gonna make this salsa verde to go with my steak. I'm gonna put a couple of cloves of garlic in here. I'm gonna put in most of a bunch of parsley. Love parsley, such a fresh flavor. Some mint as well. Oh, it's absolutely delicious, this. About 3/4 of a bunch of basil. Just tear it off and put it in there. This is just so easy. And just for a bit of difference, I'm gonna add a little bit of wild rocket. There we go. So I'm gonna put in about 3 tablespoons of vinegar, and I've chosen to use kombucha. Then I'm gonna put in 8 tablespoons of olive oil. So use the best quality you can. It always makes a difference to the final flavor. Then I'm going to put in a tablespoon of Dijon mustard as well, and about a tablespoon of capers. Now, you don't really need to add salt because capers tend to come in a really salty brine. So you don't need to add that at this stage. Now I'm going to zhuzh it up.
So one extra step, I like my steaks rare. You can do it medium rare, medium and well done. By putting it in the oven before you cook at around 40-50 degrees Celsius. Now we got the steaks out of the oven, so they're already a bit warmed through. And you can see they're not cooked at all, right? It's always important to liberally season steaks. Don't be too shy with the salt. Same goes for the pepper.
So there we go. This is how I cook at home, okay? I've had the steak out and I've salted it a little bit, and I'm just gonna lay it into the pan there. Move it around a little bit. Hot pan, because I really want to sear the edges. Leave it there for a bit. I'm gonna just turn the heat down a little bit. Gonna have a wee look. Okay, it's not as dark as I want it yet. So I'm gonna keep it there.
We're gonna cook the steaks. I already heated the pan for quite some bit. And then we leave the steak. Don't get tempted, just leave it. We want to have a nice brown crust.
Okay, that's still rare. Take that out.
Gets a nice crust already. Almost can turn it.
Okay, here we go. We're past rare. We're getting into medium steaks. I'm gonna put a bit of butter in. I'm gonna turn the heat down. It's bang on medium rare. Yeah. So I'm just gonna take that out. I'm gonna let it rest. So one of the rules that I've been told is let it rest for as long as you've let it cook. We've cooked for about 7 minutes, so I'm gonna let it rest for 7 minutes. time is it? 13:37. And then we're gonna cut it.
Our nice thin steaks, I'm gonna take them out already and leave them rest on the plate. We cut the steak in nice strips. And you see, we did it medium. We put it on the plate. And then we start to work on the sauce. I lowered the heat a bit, so we throw in the onion, red pepper, and we throw in the mushrooms. We leave the garlic a bit because if we throw it in now it will burn. Almost cooked. So now we add the garlic. Cook it for 1 more minute until you start smelling it. And now we're gonna deep glaze the pan with the vodka and with the beef broth. We're gonna add the tomato puree and a bit of ketchup. And now we cook this down to more or less half. This is more or less now cooked down half. So we add heavy cream, or whipping cream they like to call it here, I learned today. And this we cook down until we have a sauce-like consistency, which will take some time. It's about cooking again the fluids until it reduced heavily, which will concentrate the flavors, right? This sauce-like consistency, as we call it, covers the back of a spoon.
I'm gonna try and play it like a pro. It's not my forte. But I've got some wedges here. I got the black plate. I think that looks quite pro, doesn't it? These are some gnarly wedges. It's a little bit oily, straight, fresh out of the oven. With some rosemary and salt, really yummy. And then, so that is the steak. I'm gonna think about my bottle of wine to put here.
So we just dressed the salad, which is a very simple arugula rocket salad with some tomatoes with the dressing we just made. Very nice. Let's put it in a bowl.
Ooh, I've got an idea. I'm gonna do the whole spread. Yes, I'm feeling it. But I do think that this is all very brown and beige, so I'm gonna just put on like that, and then you've got your lovely salsa verde here. I think that's it. Oh, and it's really naughty, but I do love a bit of mayonnaise next to my steak and chips. So I will be serving it with mayo and this delicious, delicious red wine. Let's see what the judge says. Daisy's here as our chief taster. Okay, Daisy, listen, I've sweated over this. I'm feeling nervous about your judgment, and I want you to know I tried my best. So this is ribeye steak, and you've got wedges to go with, and then you've got a salsa verde. I'm a mayo and chips kind of girl, so I've put the mayo there just in case you want it. And then I love to pair with this DNA because, see, I'm a bit biased because we went to Verglegen and I loved it, and I love this wine. So I'm going to pour you a bit of this just to, you know, assist with the tasting and the judging process. And now I'll let you judge.
Okay.
Okay, here she goes. I'm gonna leave this so there's no pressure on Daisy. Okay, go.
Okay, let's do it. Presentation, beautiful. Well done. Oh my God. This is great. Everything goes so well. Washing down the steak with the wine, perfect touch. I think this is really good. Well done, Chef Juliet. Thank you so much for...
Of course, as per introduction, in the end, what my core business is importing and distributing great wines. And what I have here today is a series from the Sjouke family, and one of the most renowned families operating in the Bordeaux area, one of the most famous wineries in the world. This is from Cabernet Sauvignon Merlot blend. Very good for a steak, an easy casual steak dinner. And if you want to go the luxury way, we also have another wine from Sjouke, which is the Margaux from a very specific area in Bordeaux. But this is literally something you only do for special occasions like your anniversary, your birthday, or anything else.
I'm here again, tasting his lovely food. As you can see, the presentation is beautiful, beautiful. Right, let's go to the taste test.
I used too much pepper.
No, this is amazing. Oh my God, I'm sorry, Juliet, but this is amazing. The meat is medium rare.
Yeah.
This is so good. 10 out of 10 for me. Now I can wash it down with the cereals. Whole meal, perfection paired with the wine. I love it. I love it. Perfection. Of course he won. He won.